right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, B'chah HaKodash. The honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work of truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And real quick in this video here, I wanted to do a response video to the clip that was put up by ITM Trading Inc. here on YouTube. As you can see, I'm subscribed to them. I like watching their videos, all right, about finance and, economics, digital currency, whatever, along those lines. But this is actually a video I saw about 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, actually when it first came out, I got the notification. And I clicked on it immediately, when I saw the title. And as you can see, the title says Tether, Stablecoins, and the Rise of the New CBDC System, right? Now, pretty much in this video, man, what she's going to go into is the rebranding of the term CBDC and how pretty much the government, these elites, are going to use these other coins like stable coins and Tether and other, digital currencies to push their agenda. All right. And this is something that I expected, because a lot of people is catching on to CBDCs, right? And they know what CBDCs entail. And so now these devils are starting to use these cryptocurrencies to push their agenda, right? Because people are more comfortable, with Tether and these other coins instead of a CBDC, because they know that a CBDC, so-called, is a centralized currency, right? Which is controlled by the government, but all of this stuff is controlled by Esau anyway, okay? It's an illusion of you having freedom with your money, right? But she's going to make some great points here in this video. I have to speed up a little bit, but ultimately, all of this is going to lead to the you-know-what, right? The MOTB. Plain and simple, okay? I don't care how they rebrand it. I don't care what title they give it. They can call it Freedom Coin or this coin. Doesn't matter. Eventually, it's going to end up in your body, okay? That's what prophecy tells us. But let's play about 5 or 6 minutes here of this clip, maybe 7, because she makes a lot of good points. But Lord willing to edify, man. Shouldn't be too long, all right? Here we go.
Everyone's watching CBDCs, but the real digital threat is already here. Stablecoins. While many fear central bank digital currencies for their potential to control every transaction, stablecoins, programmable, trackable, and backed by U.S. debt, are quietly embedding themselves into our financial system. And with the United States stockpiling gold, could this be the foundation for a gold-backed digital dollar? But one stablecoin dominates the rest and might hold the answer: Tether. As the largest USD stablecoin, it controls billions of dollars of US debt, more than most countries, and its growing ties to US agencies are making many wonder, has a US CBDC arrived just by a different name? And if so, what exactly is a stablecoin and why should we be so worried? Who's really pulling the strings? And most importantly, how can you protect yourself against this financial threat? Let's get into it. Stablecoins are like cryptocurrencies, but unlike Bitcoin, their value is pegged to an asset, usually a fiat currency like the dollar. For every stablecoin issued, the company issuing it holds an equivalent amount of US Treasury securities or cash. In short, one stablecoin is always worth $1. Now, this, in theory, keeps it more stable than traditional cryptocurrencies and allows stablecoins to act as a bridge between Bitcoin and the traditional financial system. But while seen as revolutionary by many, stablecoins backed by US debt reinforce the current monetary system rather than disrupt it, giving unprecedented control and opportunity to centralized entities without raising any red flags. On January
Right. And that's the goal. The goal is to get control, right? And they're going to do it, okay? Because prophecy says they will do it, all right? But they're doing it in a way to where they can't be detected by the people, right? Only us, who have eyes to see, ears to hear, we see exactly what Esau is doing, okay? But the vast majority of the people can't see it. They're completely unaware, all right? But the goal is to get control, okay? Especially when they put that in your body. That's really going to get them that control, okay? But they can have control through these stable coins and tether, whatever it may be, okay? Any cryptocurrency, they can control it, man, all right? And they will control it. Do you really think that this devil going to let you just fly under the radar without him having any control or say so over what you do with your money, right? You're crazy. This is why they're about to go cashless, okay? Because with cash, you can fly under the radar. You can get money under the table, so to speak, right? Well, they want to stop that. And as I think he was the CEO of the IMF, he said that the reason that we're pushing for CBDCs is that we can't trace cash. We don't know who's spending this money or that money. But he said with CBDCs, we will have the control and the knowledge of all things, all right, concerning transactional payments, right? So they openly said these things, okay? So here we go.
January 23rd, 2025, just 3 days after taking office, President Trump signed an executive order banning the creation and issuance of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, in the United States. At first glance, this looked like a huge win because CBDCs would allow the government to track your transactions in live time while restricting access to your accounts based on spending habits, political views, or potentially a future social credit system. But before you start celebrating, here's the catch. The order explicitly says that the Federal Reserve cannot create and control its own digital currency, but it leaves the door wide open for a USD stablecoin, potentially a Trojan horse. But the Trojan horse has already rode in because Tether, the largest player in the space, the dominant player, has over 400 million active users and controls over $140 billion of US debt. That's more than most nations have of US debt. Can you imagine the amount of leverage that this gives a private company? Now, most of these 400 million users are completely unaware of the amount of potential control that is integrating itself into our system right now. But as Tether themselves have stated, with Tether, every action is online. Every transaction is traceable, every asset can be seized, and every criminal can be caught. But this is not just about criminals. This is about unprecedented financial surveillance. Stablecoins and CBDCs share more similarities than most people realize. They are both digital currencies that are tied to the dollar. Now, the biggest difference, of course, is that CBDCs are issued by central bank, whereas stablecoins are not. But do not mistake this for thinking that a stablecoin is free from government influence. There's a reason that even at the state level, they're pursuing stablecoins and digital dollars. Look at Wyoming, who's hoping to launch one before the end of this year, their very own stablecoin. This is something I reported back in September. And at that point said that this could be a Trojan horse. This was way before it got the traction it has today. At that time, something didn't add up to me. The Federal Reserve's annual conference that happens in Wyoming happened to happen at the exact same time under the same roof as the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium, right when this news was bubbling about stablecoins. And I thought that seems like too big of coincidence. Now, who knows? Maybe it was. But since then, Tether and stablecoins as a whole have only grown. And not without government support, which makes sense when you think about how Tether is structured, right? What does it allow the US government to do? Well, the US government gets to issue more debt, which we know they love. So they issue debt, Tether then buys it. They're now a buyer of debt, another win. Then what do? They create this digital dollar, essentially a second dollar, a layer of dollars on top of the debt that they've already bought. This helps the United States because it creates demand for treasuries and it helps push the dollar out into the rest of the world, creating more dollar dominance at a time when the US desperately needs it. But that's where the illusion of independence that we've been sold about stablecoin starts to fall apart for me. Tether claims that it's a separate entity from the government, but we know that they've been working closely with US agencies such as the FBI, the Secret Service, and the US Treasury Department. They've been onboarding government entities, they've been freezing wallets under sanctions, and again, they hold over $140 billion of US debt. Is this how the United States rolls out a digital dollar without calling it a CBDC, without being involved? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Yes or no? Is this tracking, or do we have a totally different theory? I want to hear from you.
Oh, it's definitely tracking. Okay. It's definitely tracking. They're gonna roll out with it, man. That's just be patient, right? Be patient. One day we're all gonna wake up, right? And you may see a message on your phone or maybe on social media about some digital currency that Trump is probably going to push out, right, through his administration. But hey, you use these coins and you can buy this and pay for that and get this and get that for cheap. However they may push it, okay. But when they do push it, Esau is going to make it um, very appealing. He's going to present it as salvation, something that's very convenient for you. And a lot of Americans right now could use some extra money, right? Could use some money for a way out, seeing that everybody is, for the most part, behind on bills, low on groceries, low on this, low on that. So when they come with this thing, man, and roll this thing out, bro, it's going to be crazy, right? And people, bro, these people won't care about being traced and tracked. They won't care. As long as they can pay their bills and buy groceries, whatever they may be, they don't care about being tracked and traced. All right. It may seem strange to them, but as long as they can eat and take care of their families, they ain't gonna care, bro. People too caught up on TikTok and social media, they really could care about world affairs and what's going on and how life is going. They don't care about, right? But as she presented, this could very well be the way that America rolls out their digital currency to the people. All right, but who knows? Just keep watching out and seeing. I'm gonna play about maybe a minute or so more of this here, and then I'll get my precept and close out. Shouldn't be too long here.
Meanwhile, the US is importing a record amount of gold. It's all that we've been able to see in the news. The question still remains why. Many, including myself, think that they are preparing for a reset that has gold at the center. But many have speculated maybe it's going to be a gold-backed digital dollar.
Right. They are preparing for a reset. You see that? These devils ain't slick, man. They're fooling the public, but not us. They've been talking about a reset since 2020? The Great Reset. They've been talking about it. And with the Trump administration, man, they're moving fast in changing how America does things, okay? Donald Trump has been given some very strict rules, all right? Strict orders to follow. Get this AI shit going, okay? This is why Stargate is such a big thing. And everything else that Trump is doing, bro, okay? He's just signing shit, right? Because he's being told to sign these things. They're getting prepared, bro. And when this reset hit, bro, it's going to catch a lot of people off guard, even in Israel, because you still got brothers and sisters out there who are confused about the MOTB, about the Fourth Industrial Revolution, just all of this stuff, man. They have no clue, all right? Oh man, you know what? Today, I came across a member of IUIC. I actually turned his gas on today at his house, and I knew he was IUIC because I pulled up, okay, and I saw his fringes, all right, and his name, you know, on the account was something Israel. I ain't gonna say his name, but it was blank. Something Israel. So he changed his government name as they do in IUIC. But I went up to him, like, hey man, so here turn your gas on, yada yada yada. Doing my thing. Then his wife came down. She had on her stuff. Her fringes on. I said, yeah, they're definitely with IUIC. I just so happened to see a tag, the pickup tag for your kids. You put it in your car, pickup tag. His kid's name was, blank Israel. I said, yeah, he's with IUIC. Okay. And we know that their members are clueless about the MOTB, but I wasn't mean to them. I didn't say anything about Israel. I didn't say shalom. I just went about my business. I, I was hoping that he didn't ask me, hey, look, bro, you're Israelite? I was like, nah, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Just kept it moving. But that was a very interesting thing, man. But the point being that it's a lot of brothers and sisters out here who are just clueless about this thing. And that blood is on the hands of their leaders. Okay. These are very, very interesting times, right? But they're definitely preparing for a reset, bro. Only a matter of time. And I definitely got some good information for tomorrow, Lord willing. I got a few videos I want to go into for the Thursday live, but let me play this out. Well, let me play this part again, and then I'll finish it out.
Comments, yes or no, is this tracking or do we have a totally different theory? I want to hear from you. Meanwhile, the U.S. is importing a record amount of gold. It's all that we've been able to see in the news. The question still remains why. Many, including myself, think that they are preparing for a reset that has gold at the center. But many have speculated maybe it's going to be a gold-backed digital dollar. But while a gold-backed stablecoin or digital dollar might sound promising when looking at the debt crisis, do not be fooled, because if the same people own it, then nothing changes. It's a CBDC by another name. No, those who control
Exactly. That's all it is. As I was saying earlier, it's a rebranding of the term CBDC. They're just saying, oh no, it's stablecoin. Oh no, it's Tether. It's this, it's that. No. It's a central bank digital currency. Clearly, right? Clearly. Ain't no way around it, bro. Here we go.
The underlying asset, the real physical, tangible gold, those are going to be the people who have true freedom. But if that wasn't enough to convince you, there is one more strange piece of this puzzle I feel I have to mention, which is that Tether is going well outside of the usual realm of a stablecoin company, investing in companies such as Satellogic, a spy satellite company with deep ties to the intelligence agency that have many wondering where they are going when it comes to privacy and control. But that's not all. Tether is also heavily invested in BlackRock Neurotech, a brain.
Look at that. Look at that. Tether takes strategic stake in leading brain computer interface company BlackRock Neurotech. Do you see how all this stuff is just it's all interconnected, man? Right there in your face. Brain computer interface, right? Elon Musk calls his Neuralink, right? BlackRock calls their Neurotech. It's the same BS. But this is what they're preparing for, man. This is wild. But it's beautiful to see prophecy, It's beautiful to see it, man. They finna come with it, bro. Here we go.
Computer interface where you can power technology and equipment just with a thought. Now, this could just be good Samaritan investing, giving back, or it could be that they see the potential of these AI investments and want to get in early. But many are concerned when looking at the future of digital money and how this company is choosing to invest. Not to get too spooky, but the future of control around our monetary transactions might be something that we've never even thought of, because the technology is actually being created right now. That's not freedom. It's monetary prison. And the sad thing is, it's happening right now. And while there are some that will say, no, this will never happen, the government wants to have total control. Why would they let a private entity control something when they could just control it? That's why they're creating the Genius Act, or legislation to restrict the use of stablecoins, which is true. This bill would require anyone holding over 10 billion in treasuries, such as Tether, to follow strict new rules, adhere to audits, etc., which might sound like a problem for Tether, right? But here's the thing. Tether already makes over $13 billion a year annually just on the interest from the US debt it holds. It could easily go scoop up a bank, meet new regulations, and continuing to operate legally, especially given the fact that they are actively working with lawmakers on this regulation, cozying up. So I highly doubt that there's going to be a stop put to it anytime soon. In fact, I think if the US government can find a way to have this be mutually beneficial, that's exactly what they'll do.
All right, so I'll stop right there. Okay, just want to present that information to show you that they are rebranding CBDCs. Okay, with these cryptocurrencies, right? Same BS. It's the same BS, bro. Right? So I'm in here with this precept, man. Close out. That's how long I've been going. 20 minutes. Okay. So let's get to the point I want here. I'll start at verse 1, right? Psalms chapter 140, right? One of my favorite chapters here says, deliver me, O Lord Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. And this is what we're asking the Most High, bro. To deliver us, to preserve us from Esau, right? And his evil plans. It says, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, right? Mischief, man. They want to put a C-hip in your body, right? Give you a brain-computer interface, okay, for your damn head. It's crazy, right? They're preparing a digital prison. It says, continually are they gathered together for war, right? Physical war, spiritual war, chemical war, and food, you name it, all kinds of war. Esau loves war, okay? He doesn't know how to function without war. That's in his spirit. It says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips, Selah. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked, right? His power. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. And that's their plans. It's to overthrow your goings, man, right? Hook you up to a damn computer or something. Weird. Esau weird, man. But that's a go, okay? It says, the proud had hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, Selah. Esau, that's him, man. He's setting snares and cords and traps to catch the people, right? He's hiding behind stablecoin and Tether and all this BS, all right? But just keep your head on the swivel, man. You know, keep watching the videos. Keep checking the news, you know. Go through the scriptures. We're almost here, bro. You know, just a little bit longer, man. Just, you know, dig deep. Just dig deep in the spirit, bro. Before you know it, this going to be over with soon, right? They're going to move quick, man. So I close out with that. Lord willing, it was edifying. All praise Yahweh, Bashim, El Shai, Bashim, Chakwadash. The bonds unto the apostle, elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom. Shalom, shalom.